Hello, I'm Bishop Patrick Dunn, the Bishop of Auckland in New Zealand. I'd like to share with you a few thoughts about the season of Lent that we're celebrating at present. As you will probably know, Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. So we journey for the great 40 days from Ash Wednesday to the flaming glory of Easter Sunday. It's sometimes pointed out that this journey from ashes to Easter is a reverse of the pattern that we see in nature. You'll be aware that you usually have a fire and end up with ashes, whereas the church in this season seems to journey back to front. We start with ashes and journey to the flaming joy of Easter Sunday. In some ways this is symbolic of the fact that in our Christian lives death is not the end. We're on a journey into joy and into life. The season of Lent begins on Ash Wednesday, where we receive that very blunt message, remember you are but dust, and unto dust you shall return. I always find it a particularly blunt message when addressed to young children or people who are in the flush of youth. Sometimes with old people we can think, oh well, they're a bit dusty or a bit ashen, but parents will often hold forth their babies who are just smiling away there, but the message is the same. Remember you are but dust, and unto dust you shall return, because we know that's life. We're all mortal, and I was intrigued to find out recently that it's estimated that more people attend church on Ash Wednesday than on any other day in the year, including Christmas Day. So there's something about the message of Ash Wednesday that touches the human heart deeply. It's said that many cultures actually have stories that reflect on this truth that somehow we need to experience life in the ashes in order to discover our true identity. One of the very popular stories for children is the story of Cinderella. Remember, Cinderella is the young girl with the ugly sisters who are very cruel to her and make her do all the work. But as the story unfolds, Cinderella is the one who the prince marries. Cinderella becomes a princess. Isn't her name interesting, Cinderella? Ella is the little girl who dwells among the cinders, and she's really a princess. There's something in that story that appeals to each one of us, that as our life unfolds, we keep having this feeling that surely there's something more. Little children, when they're growing up, they look forward to going to school. They think, oh, I'll be really big when I get to school. And then they get to school and say, now what? And then they think, oh, it'll be great when I leave school. And they leave school and they think, now what? And they think, oh, it'll be great when I finish university, or when I find a job, or when I buy a house, or when I marry my beautiful spouse, when I have children. But all through life, we're dogged by that question, now what? What is the meaning of my life? Where am I going? Is this all? T.S. Eliot, the poet, said that we wear this restless shirt of flames. St. Augustine, in his Confessions, says, our hearts are restless, Lord, until they rest in thee. So as the church journeys through these 40 days from ashes to Easter, we're challenged to reflect on, where is my life going? What meaning does it have? How can I be more faithful as a follower of Christ? During the great 40 days, people in churches throughout the world are preparing to celebrate the Easter sacraments, the sacraments of initiation, baptism and confirmation, and First Eucharist. And so the whole church joins them in this journey of 40 days. This is the period during which we're challenged to pull out all the stops, to try to live our faith as fully as possible. We're urged to renew our hearts by taking part in acts of almsgiving and prayer and fasting. But the whole idea during these 40 days is that we reflect on what is the real meaning of my life. For us as followers of Jesus, we know it's a journey into life, from ashes to the flaming joy of Easter. Enjoy these 40 days. Try to use them as a way of renewing your heart and deepening your faith in Jesus. God bless you.